Hello lads, Rad Performance here. So before I got a Lib Tech Escape Banana, I only really saw one video regarding the Lib Tech Escape Banana on YouTube, and it absolutely destroyed this board. For some reason, some guy was saying that this board is for a lazy rider, tearing it apart, saying that it was mediocre, it was overpriced, and blah 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 blah. I, on the contrary, disagree. Maybe that's because I'm a lazy rider, apparently, but I mean, I go as hard as possible, and I'm a complete liability on the ski slope, I think. So I'm going to give you my brutally honest review of this board right here. So the Lib Tech Escape Banana is a 162 wide board, which is basically your big boy board if you want to go fast and be cool. If you have a smaller board, basically it's going to be a little bit less stable and you're not going to be able to go as fast top speed and you're not going to be able to have control at those top end speeds. Obviously, I like to go as fast as possible down the mountain, so having a 162 wide board is kind of the standard for me. This might not be for everyone, but if you want to go fast, I'd highly recommend it. So this is the front of the board. This is the back of the board. Please excuse the black infill of the recent tune-up, which disgusts me because I grossly overpaid for it. But basically, a little bit backstory is I got this board before I went out west because I had a 157 Sin board that I also got on Facebook Marketplace, and that board was amazing and I loved it, but I wanted something that was really going to be able to completely carve out west and go as fast as absolutely possible. So I got this. Now, my friend had a Lib Tech as well. He had a much nicer, much newer Lib Tech, and he absolutely shreds with that. There's a video up on the channel. I'll link inside at the end. But basically, he was my inspiration, so that's why I got this. The biggest thing with the Lib Tech boards is Magne-Traction. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but if you do look, you'll notice that the edges of this is not straight. So with this more ribbed edge on the snowboard, basically, this is what creates Magne-Traction. So instead of it being flat, these ripples help you bite into the snow, especially ice. Basically, the only way I can describe it is whenever you first hop on a Magne-Traction board after being on a normal board like I was, you feel the bite of like braking immediately. It's kind of like hopping inside of a car that has ceramic brakes, going from a car that does not have ceramic brakes. Once you like turn, you immediately feel it pull down and bite into the snow and slow yourself down. I will say I have literally never caught an edge. I've never had that classic leg chop. I've really never slid out on ice except for extremely unfair conditions of a sheet of ice on a black diamond, obviously. But I, for one, think the Magne-Traction is a really cool feature that Lib Techs have, and I highly recommend it, especially if you're new, because it'll really help you from if you're learning on East Coast conditions where you just hit a patch of ice and completely die, because that's never fun. So let's move on to things I actually like about this board. So if you can see it, I doubt you will be able to. This board goes like this, so it's upward. So basically, whenever you're hitting features, jumps, logs inside the woods, it really makes it easy for you to just be able to like get up on whatever jump, terrain, rail, whatever kind of grind or off the beaten path kind of having fun riding you want to do with the snowboard. It really helps you just be able to get right into it and go. Since it is angled that way, have used this in the park a little bit and I am thoroughly impressed, I will say. I feel extremely comfortable on jumps, pretty good on rails. The box flats, those are super easy with this thing. So having this board for about 5 years now, it really has treated me quite well. I absolutely abused the crap out of this board and it really has taken a beating. I have never had a problem. I think this right here, I doubt you'll be able to see that. I hit a log out west and it kind of smushed this just a tad, the edge, but I really don't feel it. I've literally done so many stupid things with this board. I've literally had some of my friends pull me with a car and go down the main road while it was a snowstorm, and the underside is completely fine for the most part. The only thing I've ever had is the union binding base plate break, which is warrantyable, and I did not pay a dime. Still will say I love union bindings, even despite that. That was a very unfortunate mogully day that I broke the base plate. Like I said, it was warranted free, so who really cares? Outside of that, I've literally not had a single problem with this board, and I am overall very happy. So I don't know why some people rip on this board a ton, because personally, in my opinion, it is really fun. I have switched off with other riders that had Arbor boards, and they said that they liked the Lib Tech Magne-Traction, this whole setup, a lot as well. I personally got this on Marketplace for like, I think either 150 or $200, just bare board. That's how I like to build my boards. You obviously don't have to do that. I just like to build them myself. But yeah, I mean, that's basically it to it. I got this out on a good powder day and we built a jump in the woods. So I just want to really give you guys a quick update and overall my personal opinion on the Lib Tech Skate Banana 162 wide. I think this is a great board. If you're looking to get into jumps and have some fun, I think you should highly consider this board. But I'm going to shut the fuck up and I'm going to let the jumps speak for themselves. Yes, they're not the greatest jumps in the world, but this is all we get on a powder day where I'm from. If you like this little review, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, guys, all of my gear will be listed inside of the description below in links, so that way you guys could pick this up if you want to, assuming they still make it, because I honestly have no clue if they do. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
So instinctive and so passionate. Every word I'm
watch
so
out.
like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over facts, over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious, mysterious because you are.